Okay, this is a special set of notes on how to do multi-digit multiplication in a standard algorithm. And I purposely have all these colors because they are going to help me make my notes good. Because I'm going to remember it by saying many zoos, many animals. That's many zoos, many animals. Many zoos, many animals. And my M is going to stand for multiply. My Z is going to stand for zero. My M is going to stand again for multiply. And my last A is going to stand for add. So let's make sure that we know that we're talking about 4 steps. We've got step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. They're right here. We just had them. Multiply, 0, multiply, add. Okay, so let's take a look at a problem. Let's try 53 times 26. So step 1 is to multiply the ones place. So this is when the first multiply is the ones place, right? That's the first multiplication. So that's this right here. The 6 is in the ones place. So I'm doing 6 times 3, which is 6, 12, 18. And then 6 times 5, which is 30, plus 1 more, gives me 31. So my first step was right here, right? That's my multiply. Now I'm going to add a 0. Oops, is it 0? Now I'm adding the 0. That's step 2. We're adding a 0. The reason that we're adding a 0 is because this allows us to go into tens place, right? We have to add a 0 because we can't just ignore that 2. We're now going to multiply with that 2. Only he's not in the ones place. It's technically 20, right? This was 6 times 3, but now I'm doing 20 times 3. Well, 20 times 3 is not 6. 20 times 3 is 60, right? So I'm putting a 6 here. 2 times 3 is, oh, I'm sorry, not here. 2 times 3 is 6. So my 6 goes here. 2 times 3 is 6. But it wasn't really 6. It was really 60, right? 2 times 3 is 60. That's why that 0 went there. My 0 shoved everybody over and puts everyone in the tens place. It's just like when we're multiplying and we have to add that 0. That's what we're doing right there. We're putting them in the tens place. So we've got 53 times, I did 2 times 3 is 6, and now I have 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, and then, so that was my step 3. Now my step 4 is to add 8 plus 0 is 8. 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 plus 0 is 3. And 1 plus 0 is 1. Now, I can guarantee that almost any time you end up with an incorrect answer in multi-digit multiplication, it's because you did not add this 0. Every time you're ever doing multi-digit multiplication, you need to be putting a 0 to represent the fact that there's a second number there. So let's try that again on another number. How about 82 times 47? Step 1, multiply the ones place, right? The ones place. So I go 7 times 2 is 14, and 7 times 8 is 56, plus 1 more is 57. Okay, there was my step 1. Step 2, add a 0. Step 3, multiply the tens place. So that would be this 4 right here, right? So I've got 4 times 2 is 8. When in actuality, it was 40 times 2, so it's 80. That's why I automatically added that 0 there. And then 4 times 8 is 32. And then step 4 is to add. 4 plus 0 is 4. 7 plus 8 is 15. 5 plus 1 more is 6. Plus 2 more is 8. And then bring down the 3. So again, the reason I put that 0 there is so everybody shoves over to the correct place value. Most often, the mistake you're going to make is to forget to put this 0 here. Let's try it with a 3-digit number. Let's try it with 351. Oh, my pencil. Let's try it with 351 times 49. Okay, step 1. Multiply the ones place. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 3, is 27. 28, 29, 30, 31. Step 2, add the 0. Step 3, multiply the tens place. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 5 is 20. So I'm going to put a 2 here and a 0 here. I'm not worried about that 4 anymore. He's gone. We're done working with him. 4 times 3 is 12, 13, 14. Step 5, add. 9 plus 0 is 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. 1 plus 0 is 1. 3 plus 4 is 7. And bring down the 1. Okay, we're going to try that one more time. Let's do 706 times 65. Step 1 is multiply the ones place. This is the ones place. 6 times 5 is 30. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 3 is 3. 5 times 7 is 35. Next step, add the 0. We're shoving everybody over into the tens place because it's not really 6 times 6, it's really 60 times 6. Now we're doing the tens place. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 0 is 0, plus 3 is 3. 6 times 7 is 42. And the final step, step 4, is to add them. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 3 is 9. 3 plus 5 is 8. 2 plus 3 is 5. Bring down the 4. Put your comma at when there's 3 numbers, every third number. Okay? So there's nothing going to be more important than multiplying, adding a 0, then multiplying, and then adding in order to do multi-digit multiplication. please make sure that you have these notes so that you're able to refer back to them often.